Hey guys, so I'm at Atropos Island and I just wanted to take a minute and show you guys there is a wandering merchant here. So if you watch where I'm walking, you're going to get off your boat right here. Come up, take a right. I'll put you on the big map. The big map. So you're going to come up, and the first road that you come to, now I'm going to put you on this map here. You're going to turn and take it literally all the way to the end. So get off your boat, turn right again, follow this road straight down. You can actually see the two Makoko seeds at the very end of it where there's like no map. So after you get to the end of this road, it kind of jumps over right here down these steps. And then it dead ends. You can't go anywhere. But there's a set of stairs here. So come down them. And then where this right here tells you me, let me take it off the map. See, it says jump above my head. I wish they would have a yellow marker there, but there it is. Jump. Then you're going to come across and do the same thing here. Now there's videos out there on this because I had to look it up. I needed to buy the masterpiece from him. Now, it's not available to me because I just bought it. But it was 30,000 pirate coins. And I'll show you because I haven't turned it in yet. So, collectibles, masterpieces. If you come under collection status and you scroll down, because he was the last one I could buy from. Right here, masterpiece number 34, exchange at Atropos at the Shady Merchant, and I just bought it just now to give me 38, because if you view the rewards, 38 is now highlighted white, so I can go collect the 13,000 gold chest and see how the 40 is in red because I only have 38. So I came here to buy that. And now you know how to get here to come and get it. But he's only here for an hour, and he's here for 29 more minutes. But he's only here for an hour, and he respawns every 2 hours. So if he's not here, you're going to have to do what I did. I just stood here and waited it out and kept walking around and everything else. So that's where the Shady Merchant is. He's in this place that I showed you how to get to. All right. Now, when you come out of there, instead of going back to where your ship is, if you come around the side of the building, there's another one of those jump things. Jump here. Go to this painting. Click on it. And it's like his little Shady Merchant stolen merchandise place that he has. There's nothing in here except for that you can interact with. Except for right here where my mouse is, where I'm standing, there's a Makoko seed. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm also going to share the Una tasks thing with you after I show you this. There's also, in where that Shady Merchant is, there's also a Makoko seed right here. So that's those two things, or three things. The two Makoko seeds and the merchant. All right. So that's it for that. Now, Una's tasks. I wanted to talk about Una's tasks. A lot of people don't understand, myself included, the importance of Una tasks and having an alt, or as I do, several alts. I didn't have any until I literally got to 1300 on my main. And then I was like, oh crap, I need an alt. If you're watching where I'm walking, I'm also going to show you the other hidden place that's in here. So I'll bring up the big map. So here's where your ship is. You're going to come in. You're going to take that road to the right, come up here, and go to the next set of merchants. That's where I'm standing in front of, is the next set of merchants. If you look at the top right on my mini map, I'm going to follow this down and around the bend. And there's like this shady guy right here that just walks around. But right here, you can actually go inside, and it's another one of the shady merchants' little stockpile places. And there's a Makoko seed right here where my mouse is. So right there is a Makoko seed. All right. So anyhow, back to the Una's tasks. Let me come over here and I'll stop walking around, because that was really all I wanted to show you was the two hidden places, the merchant and the Makoko seeds. Okay, so there's more Makoko seeds here. Those are the only ones that I have found. So the Una's tasks. So what I do, you can do it however you want, but what I do now that I know, on your character profile are these virtues. And you can get a lot of potions for your virtues in your Una's tasks. I'll show you that in a moment. But you can also, which don't make the mistake that I did. I bought different outfits because I thought they were cool. Yeah, no. Buy them because of the virtues that are on them. Like, do you see not just the basic effect like dexterity, but below it, the virtues. It gives me 5 wisdom, 10 courage, 10 wisdom, 10 charisma, and so on and so forth. Courage and charisma, wisdom and charisma, wisdom and courage, kindness. So the hardest one to get is charisma. And then the second hardest is kindness. The courage and the wisdom come relatively easily for some reason. At least that's my case. Right now she's just in something to walk around with. I'm not doing any rapport or anything that I need any of the virtues. When I do come across it and it'll say, you know, you need 310 charisma, well, then I'll throw some charisma on her so she has it and can complete it. That's how I did my task in South Bern to get Thar, which is also another thing. When you get to South Bern, complete that. I have a video on that. Thar, there's a story behind him. And it also shows you what you can do with the Queen's Pendant and how he's connected to it, why he was resurrected. So anyhow, back to this. When you're in your Una's tasks daily, on your main character, go to Reputation Status, and then click on one of these and come to the magnifying glass and go all the way to the end. Like, scroll over to the end and see what it gives you. Like, there was no sense at all for me to finish this one, so I stopped doing it. Like some of the ones I had started, until I found these. Like this one gives me 4 expertise. These ones gave me an Omni Star and a Vitality Potion. This one gave me the boat Eurus. But now I'm on to, oh, and I did do these ones that gave me the, I started this one that gave me the ashtray blueprint. Then I stopped doing it because I found that there are ones, many of them, like Domination Potion and a Masterpiece, Vitality Potion, Wisdom Potion. So click on the magnifying glass and scroll all the way over to see what it's going to give you. And right now I'm focused on the virtues. I've done all of these already. I'm currently doing these 3. And then my potions are done. I'll have the, sorry, I wasn't all the way to the top. I've done all of these already. Done, 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 done. I've done all these and got these masterpieces and potions. Courage potions and whatnot. So now I'm finishing these 3 here. And then I'm going to do these 3 next because these are 15 days and they're all 3 masterpieces. So I'll get all 3 of these at the same time. And then I'm doing these 2 are the island souls that I'm going to get. And this one is a courage potion and a masterpiece. These take 16 days. This one's going to take me 20. Now, some of these I've already started, like I was explaining in the beginning. So I already have a little bit of an leg up on them. But these ones I chose to do last because they are 21, 25, and 30 days. I have not started those. And that's going to give me my last island soul, my last masterpiece, my last giant's heart, and the last kindness potion. So make sure that now that's just these. There are still more for me to do with like the Vital, like these ones here that have the stat potions. I still have all those I need to get done also. I am just choosing to do the ones for the virtues because I need them for rapport with the NPCs. So I wanted to share that with you guys. There's people out there that say, hey, make sure you do these tasks, and you know, they'll show you like the main page of them, like these, the dailies. Like, you know, if you need leap stones and you need solar grace or the honor shards, you know, make sure you're doing your dailies. Do these on your alts. And the reason you need alts is because when you're doing your daily runs in the dungeons and stuff, those are all, I'm done here, so I can actually, I'm going to port up to, I think I have on a Bifrost, yes, North Vern, so I need to go there and turn in that. But I wanted to show you, when you're doing your dailies, these are things that people don't go in depth on, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of stammering over my words. I was not prepared to do this video, but when I got to Atropos and had a heck of a time finding this guy for the masterpiece, and I actually had to find a video on it, I was like, okay, so I wanted to explain stuff a little bit more to people. I want to go up here. So when you're doing your dailies, on your alts, okay? Oh, this place. Look at all these bots. They go, they're spamming the Chaos Dungeon, and then they go repair, and then they come spam the Chaos Dungeon. And when you see these bunnies, like, poof, and disappear, and then poof, there, like that one just left, poop, and this one just got there. They're just porting in and out and spamming the Chaos Dungeon. It's disgusting. So when you run your alts, this is why you want your alt as close to the level of your main as you can. In other words, 1370 starts your big level 3 stuff. So try to get your alts as close to 1370 as you can. That way you're collecting these, and if you see, they say they're tradable. Now, those are not. The leap stones are not tradable, but your crystals are. And your shards are not tradable, but your gems are. So if you have 4 or 5 alts that you have at this point, then what you can do is after you run those, stick them over here into your roster storage. So anything that's tradable, stick in your roster storage so that you can log in and out of each account and pull over what you need in order to upgrade. So say on my main, I don't have, like, none of this stuff is tradable. I can't give my main any of this, right? Because it's not tradable. So you use this to boost this character. Anything that's tradable, put over here so that you can, every time you log into a different alt or your main, you can just pull it straight out of there over to here and use it. Okay? So that is for the Chaos Dungeon. And then if you come over to the Guardian Raid, these are tradable and these are tradable. Now you get the life stones. So if you're running it for your main, you're going to do these raids and get these gems and put them over into your roster storage. If you're upgrading your alt, then you go down a level, or if you're on the same level, it doesn't, however you're doing it, and then just run the ones there. So what I do is I let my, you see my rest bonus, I let my rest bonus get to like 40 to 60. So I do my dailies every day with my main and my alts on Una's tasks. I do them every day. And how I do my tasks is, so my main, like I was showing you, does the reputation ones. Okay? Then my alts, how I do it is I have one alt that does South Vern. So there's a South Vern, and then on the next page are two more. So there's her three are knocked out. Then I have my one guy, he does Punica. There's three for Punica. That knocks those out. Then I have one at Yorn. So they do that Yorn and this Yorn. And they get their stat increase potions. So then there's those. So I do those like every couple of days. With the Yorn, there's also the, what is it, Guestbroy. Yeah, right here, Guestbroy. So he does that one. It also helps me get my Providence stones so that I can get my chests for the rapport. It helps me get those. Okay. So I do that. And then I have one that does Phaeton. So there's three here for Phaeton, and that's what helps me get my honor, Great Honor Leap Stones to help with the upgrading. Now, I do that so many days a week, like say 3 days a week I do that, and then 4 days a week I'll do the islands on all of them to get the honor shards on the ones that do the honor shards and the solar graces. So you just have to rotate them around or just do them however, but I like them to be like where they have 3 quests on one island or on one area. So that's why I do those like 4 days a week. It just depends on what I need at the time and what I'm upgrading at the time. If I'm not upgrading anything at the time, because these are not tradable. These are bound to the player. You cannot put these in roster storage. So if I'm upgrading one of my guys or one of my girls and they need honor shards, I'm going to bring that specific character to where the honor shards are and go and do it. Or if I need the leap stone, same thing. I do it that way. So those are easy to rotate around and figure out. Like I said, I'll go to Rowendale right here. I go to Rowendale and the Goblin Island. Where is it? Goblin Island. Because Goblin Island gives me a solar grace. And Roendale gives me the honor shards. So those are, sorry, Roendale. Those are in the same area. So Roendale's there, and then like just a little bit to the right of Roendale in the water is the Goblin Island. So that's why I choose to do it that way. If I need rapport chests, then I'll hit the ones that have the Providence stones so that I can trade them in and get the rapport chests. So that's that in a nutshell. It kind of explains it a little bit more to you. Now, say you already did some and you can't remember who did what. These hearts with the 10, these blue hearts with the number 10, that's what goes for your points over here. It'll have a check mark on it, so you'll know you've already done that. There'll be a check mark on in this second row where these hearts are. Okay? But anyhow, that's how you can build up your virtues to do the rapport through the reputation status in the Una task quests. Just look at the magnifying glass and make sure that you're scrolling all the way to the end and see what it's giving you. Like this one gives you an emote pain. There's another emote that one of these gives you that's called whistle. You're going to need whistle when you do a quest in Punica. So make sure that you're following to the end of your magnifying glass and seeing what it's giving you. Because like this isn't just going to give me silver, but it doesn't tell me what else I'm going to get. Unless I go over here and scroll over and see at the end of this, I'm going to get a crit potion for 4. Plus 4 crit. Okay? So make sure you do your Una's tasks every single day. Every day. You don't have to do your dungeons and stuff every day. Let this build up 40 to 60 on all your characters, because your rest bonus recharges depending on your completion counts, right? So you get more Guardian Soul if you subjugate the Guardians when the rest bonus is accumulated to some extent. So to test the theory, try it one day, do a run, one run, when your rest bonus is 0. Then let it build up to like 40 to 60 and do another run and count how many more destruction and guardian stones and life leap stones that you get versus how many you got when you did 0, and I guarantee you'll do a rest bonus. So that's another thing to keep in mind. There on the Guardian raid as well as the Chaos Dungeon. Let these build up. See, I just used this one today. And I used my other one because I actually had her. I think I did. Let me look. Yeah, see, I did one raid because it was up to 60. I did one raid. I didn't do 2. I did 1. And then I found out that I needed my that picture that I went and got. That painting. This one I've already done. Let me see. Rest bonus is 10. Oh no, I'm giving her a day off. That's right. Because see, it says 100 of 50 down here on my aura of resonance. So that lets me know I have 2 runs to do with her. But she's only at 10% because I ran her yesterday. So I need to give her a break so that she builds back up. So I'm not running her. That's right. That's how it is on all of them. I'm not doing Chaos Dungeons on any of them, and I'm only doing 1 Guardian raid on each of them. And then I do their tasks every day. So people say, it has to be so hard keeping up on, 1 or 2 alts. I have 5, 6 alts? It's really not that hard, and it's not that time consuming either if you get yourself accustomed to what you're doing. Like on your Una's tasks, keep like on your Bifrost, where your Bifrost is, keep the locations that you do. Like I have the open seas of the open seas one here, because what that is that is right in the middle of the water between Punica, South Vern, and Rowendale, because that is where the boating happens for the boating events. That's where I have easy access to the ghost ships, everything. So no matter where I'm at, I can just click boop there and land in the middle of the water and just go north, south, east, or west, or wherever I need. I have Punica and I have North Vern, because North Vern will take me to South Vern. And it also makes it easier when I need to turn in, which I need to do, when I turn in my island tokens and my paintings and stuff. And then as my song of return, I have Lutera Castle, because I can turn in my giant's hearts down there, and do the event that we have going on right now, for the chicken, that chicken event thing we have going on. So I'm there for that. So you just have to make use of the tools that the game does give us, because quite honestly, this is a pay to play game for a lot of people. You don't have to pay to play, but you do have to have time. And if you are a person who is really busy and doesn't have a lot of time, but you don't want to pay to play, you're not going to advance as rapidly as everyone else does. The only reason that I'm so far ahead is because I have a lot of time. Sunflower Island, right? Yeah, that's the paintings, because this dude is the island tokens. I need to go, yeah, Sunflower Island. You have to have enough time to have alts. If your main goal is to have a high main character to do dungeons and stuff, which that I'm really not interested in. I'm interested in being able to move on in the storyline. And in order to do that, I need to be just as high as the people who are doing the dungeons. So in order for me to do that, I need alts so that I can collect the gems like I just showed you in the dungeons. The raid. Now, see, now I get my chest. Make sure it gives me the right amount of money it's supposed to, because it's supposed to give me 13,000 gold. I have 759. Says 13,000. Boom. There it is. 13,759. Good. So, that makes me happy, because I was getting really low on gold. Those are just some of the things I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys a good way to do your Una's tasks. You know, if you do have alts, set them up with Bifrosts and markers, and try to make it where the tasks that they're doing daily are relatively close. Like I have 3 in Punica, I have 3 in Phaeton, I have 3 in Rowendale, 3 in Shoeshire, but then you have to spread one out because Yorn only has 2, but Guestbroy's right there, so there's your third one. They're all relatively close. And then, so make that on your Bifrost. And then on the days that you need the gems and stuff, like the life shards and, you know, whatever. Tried to have a Bifrost on each of your alts at the location where their 3 tasks are going to be. So that's it. Like, I just did the one task that I completed on the map, which islands aren't marked, but Argentine. Runaway Island is right here. That, what is it, Factory 301 or whatever it's called with the robots is right here. And then up here, or no, right over here is where the prison is. And those were all for like virtue potions. So I had one person, and I had Argentine as my Bifrost. So I would send them to those 3 quests every single day, and I had Argentine as my Bifrost. But their main quest line is down here in Punica. So Punica was their other Bifrost. That way I could do all my main questing down here and then Bifrost over there and hit these 3 quests. So that's just a good way, a rule of thumb to do that. I hope this helps. I hope I didn't stammer too much, and I hope I made it pretty clear. Because I couldn't find any videos to like actually explain like why are the UNA's tasks so important? You know, oh, that's where you get, you know, some of this or some of that. Well, if you look at the UNA's tasks and you're a new player, like I am with this game. Well, I'm not anymore. I mean, I've got, I don't even know. I've got, what, 1,411 hours that I have in the game. So, but when I started, I didn't know, like, what was the point? Why are UNA's tasks so big? Because when I'm looking at it, I'm really not concerned about goblin coins or silver. You know, you don't see these ones until the end. So this one was just silver. Like these are just silver. I don't need all this crappy silver. You know what I mean? I don't know where you guys are seeing this. And nobody was explaining anything, and I couldn't find any videos that actually went into depth and showed the little magnifying glass and the arrows that, like right there, there's a masterpiece, and then you scroll again, there's a stat increase potion. So you got to hit that. You got to do that one. Make sure you know that you hit that. In your virtues, make sure you find the ones that have virtue potions. And I showed you, I literally put it all on a notepad. You know, just like I did these, like, so yeah. I have notepads popped open all day long if I find something or I see something or I want to remember something. And I've heard people say, I'm not, you know, if I have to take the time and get paper and pen to do this, then it's not worth a game that's not worth playing. Well, then it's not a game worth playing. Just don't play it. I do what I do so that I can remember stuff and get a swing, get myself into the swing of it, you know. But anyways, I hope this video helped. At least you know where to find the masterpiece guy, if nothing else. If you take nothing else away from this video, you'll take that. Sorry if I stammered again. You know, I make videos just for fun. I am not a content creator. I am not high class, high end. I just do what I do. All right. Well, I hope that helps someone. All right, guys. Take care.